morning. I'm Noel Doherty.
I'm Maggie Elder.
And I forgot my sunglasses. And this is the Legend Has It podcast, the world's most improvised podcast.
Also the purplest podcast, if you can't tell.
Do you like our background?
We're really purpling it up lately.
We're putting lots of purple.
We're so purple lately.
Sweatshirt, ring, backdrop. It's been accumulating. I'm going to grab the sunglasses real quick.
Okay, you do that. I was thinking
is not what it
perhaps
seems.
we would tell our folks today our experience with a wizard.
We did have a run-in with a wizard this morning. He was very friendly.
Yeah.
His name was
God.
His name was God.
His name was God.
And this guy was absolutely bazongas. He's turning water into wine.
Yeah.
He's
walking on water.
He's bringing these loaves and fishes. Mm-hmm. And he's like, turn around. And we turn around and he's like, turn back around. We turn back around. Bunch of loaves and fishes. Yeah,
he has like one loaf, one fish. We do one spin, so many loaves and fishes. It was
so
insane.
Much bread.
Yeah,
which is really
kind of
unfortunate for you because you're gluten free.
I didn't mind. I had a fish.
I had a bunch of bread.
He also helped that one guy with leprosy on the street. That was pretty cool.
Had to have been one of my favorite wizard encounters.
Yeah.
He did all of those things this morning.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty funky. He also had like a normal magic trick with the hat.
And he pulled a bunny out?
He pulled a rabbit out, and then he put the rabbit back in. And then he pulled out the New Testament. And he's like, for you. And we were like, thanks. You know, it's awkward when someone like gives you like a holy word and you like have to take it.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit awkward. Yeah. That was out. Other than that, it was a great experience.
And then he left us with this. He was like, I gotta go. I have a date. Honestly, I'm really excited for him. He's got a hot date.
Yeah.
He's taking the train to New York City and they're going to some rooftop restaurant. But he left us with this treasure map. Mm-hmm. We unfold it. Unfolding noises, more unfolding noises, real big map. Had to unfold it many times.
Mm-hmm. We're a huge fan of big maps.
And we're like, whoa, we're so close to the treasure.
and then we flipped it.
And we go, we're really
so far away.
From the treasure.
Happens all the time. I don't know if you guys have ever had a big old treasure map, but it tricks you like that all the time.
It tricks you sometimes if you read it the opposite way. And he gave to us the treasure map and 2 objects. He was like, these 2 things will help you along the way. Mm-hmm. Number 1.
The New Testament.
And
which I think was a metaphor.
It was a metaphor. We were supposed to learn something from it. And number 2 was one of those speed potions from Minecraft.
Yeah. That's the sound.
No, I thought it was like...
You're so right. It's way more of a sipping sound.
It's really slurpy. It's not gulpy.
Glop 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 is like the chug jug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Fortnite?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slurpee is.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like when you drink a potion in Minecraft for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then
only one.
I said that he only gave us 2 things, but he also gave us a splash potion of regeneration. You splash it on the floor and anyone that's near starts regaining health.
1 drinking speed potion, 1 splash regeneration potion, and the New Testament. Those are the items he gave us.
Those are the 2 things that God gave us this morning, along with the treasure map. So a few things.
Just a couple things.
He gave us a few things. I don't know why I said
and
2.
A show. So and a magic show.
Really, really great magician.
Yeah.
Cool dude. Mm-hmm. So we're like, I'm not doing anything today besides filming this podcast like later.
Yeah, but we had most of the day.
We had a good 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So we embarked on a journey.
Again, we love ourselves a good journey too.
Love a journey.
The first check mark, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a really big treasure map, but they have these check marks of the things you're going to stumble upon, approach.
Yeah.
You might not know exactly what it means. Like you see it and you're like, it's a really big mountain.
But it looks like Squidward's house.
Yes.
You know?
It's one of those Easter eggs.
Easter Island
statue.
Heads.
Yeah.
The big guys.
That's what Squidward's house is.
Yeah.
Why?
I think it sunk into the ocean. I think it's based off a true story.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
National Geographic, for long, um, they did an excavation or something in the ocean,
I
and they were
forgot
like,
about
"There's a
that.
squid living in this Easter Island head,
Uh-huh.
and also a sponge living in a pineapple,
Yeah.
and a starfish
Which
living
is,
under a rock."
that's not that rare.
Not that rare.
Yeah.
Other two things a little bit more normal, but they thought it was cute that they were like nearby each other,
Yeah,
so they
yeah.
left it.
They left the little neighborhood. I did not. I forgot that SpongeBob was based on a true National Geographic expedition.
Yeah, it's like people don't really talk about it.
Yeah, right.
But obviously it's a silly fiction television show, but like the premise is real. Similar to the premise of Orphan with Isabella Fuhrman.
Yeah, it is true.
It's true.
It did happen.
There was a woman that did that.
Yeah, she was like a
Crazy.
She was like, I don't even. She had some kind of
Like
disorder or
personality
maybe
disorder.
I don't know, but like physical disorder.
Yeah,
I
that
don't
makes
know if
sense.
she like had dwarfism or if it was something else, but she looked like a young child.
Oh, it might have been some sort of growth thing where she was pretty small.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, back to the treasure map. The first mountain, which also looked like Squidward's house and Easter Island head, was the first stop. And it was like a veer left, kind of. So we headed that way from, where did we start again?
Here.
Oh, yeah. God came to us.
God.
He was walking down that street on water. It was raining. We were like, whoa.
We were like, whoa, he's not standing on the street.
Yeah.
He's 2 inches taller than usual. We're real close with him. We're like, are you walking on water right now?
Yeah.
Be honest. And he's like, I am.
Yeah, that's what he said.
He says that he did a little shoulder shimmy.
He really
I
loves shoulder
am.
shimmies.
So we had him over for lunch, and then he had to go, so we beat Bob Bazinga up to this Easter Island head, and we didn't even hesitate. We went right into the mouth.
Yeah.
And it was a bunch of steps.
Yes.
Really long staircase.
Spiral.
Spiral.
Naturally.
Really long, tall spiral staircase. Real cool.
Torches around the side
Yeah.
of the staircase.
Cobblestone vibe on the interior.
Yeah.
It felt like we were in a castle.
Yeah, it was really cool. Actually, in fact, when we got there, it was like the catacombs of a castle. It was very much like a maze, very labyrinth vibes. In fact, they did move, so even more like the labyrinth.
Yeah, it was tough when they started moving, but
The
I wasn't
walls.
super nervous. The walls, yeah.
Also, the Minotaur that was down there.
The Minotaur was tough. So we get halfway through this labyrinth, or so we thought. Little did we know it was moving. We hadn't realized yet.
That's what makes it.
Minotaur. Do all labyrinths move?
Well, the labyrinth is like one maze that moves with the Minotaur in it.
From the old story.
From Greek mythology, I think. I
No,
could be a liar.
I'm not sure if it moves.
Maybe it doesn't move. I think that's like its whole thing. Is it's a moving maze. Makes it way harder than a regular maze.
I thought it was just like an inescapable maze.
Because it changes. Maybe not. Maybe I'm a liar. Maybe I'm thinking
No,
the
wait.
maze.
No, that guy totally gets out in the end.
Yeah. With his son, Icarus.
Did they fly too high to the sun?
Well, the dad didn't. The dad had the wax wings. And he was like, Icarus.
Don't fly too close
Icarus,
to the sun.
be careful of the sun. Icarus was like, all right.
Gets real close.
Gets so close to the sun.
Which is pretty far away.
Yeah. We're in these catacombs. Minotaur. Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Danger.
And I say to us, Maggie, we have a few items in our possession.
Yes, we have an inventory, if you will.
I will drink the speed potion.
I'll jump right on your shoulders.
If you could just carry me.
And I went, that's not logical.
And I said, oh, you're so right. I should carry you on my shoulders. So we speed ran the maze. And this Minotaur was like quite fast, faster than regular human. But since we had the Minecraft Slurpee Magoo, exactly that noise. Can we get an instant replay of the noise? We sped right out of that maze. I just tried I just did that trick where you always turn left if you can. And then eventually it figured it out because I was faster than the walls were moving.
Yeah,
so I did try out all the
It was
combinations.
super duper lucky. We got onto the other side of the maze and we unfolded our really large map and we looked at the next destination
Of 3. We just finished the first of 3 destinations.
The Easter Island head.
Yeah.
And then the next destination, would you like to tell the audience what it was?
Yeah, it was, you were there, but
Yeah,
it was
there.
a really long rope bridge, and it was real rickety.
Yeah, really rickety.
What's our other item, by the way? Oh, the New Testament?
The New Testament and the regeneration spell.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So we pull up to the mountain. We keep going forwards. We're going north. So if you guys aren't familiar, me and Maggie live on the South Pole, actually. So we just really had to go north most of the time.
Most always.
Oh, yeah, almost always. Actually, we're at the super South Pole, where it's like, if you go any direction, it's technically north.
It's technically north, yeah.
So we kept going north, and we come across the rope bridge. It's like up the hill. Not too bad.
Yeah.
Not too bad of a hike. And we start strategizing. This is all rickety. There's a ravine. We totally have to get across it.
Huge ravine for sure. Definitely like alligators or crocodiles or sharks or something like that at the bottom of the ravine.
So, like, what's the move?
And so we decided to rock, paper, scissors it out to see who has to cross the bridge first.
And it went like this.
Good day, go like this.
We tied at first, and then Maggie won. So I said, Maggie, I'm heavier than you, so if I can make it across, so can you.
Gave him the regeneration potion and the New Testament.
Just in case.
And he started walking across the bridge. Unfortunately, a storm happened to be rolling in at the same time. So he's doing that really wobbly.
Real wobbly. It was
thing.
like this. It was like, my legs were all like an old man. You know where an old man just stands still? That's the way I was walking across the bridge. Their knees are going bazongas.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
Knobbly.
So knobby.
So knobby.
Knobby knees.
Knobby knees.
That's alliteration, but it's also like spelled the same.
Yeah.
Which brings us
yes.
to today's sponsor of the video. Here's a word from our sponsors.
Knobby knees. Are your knees so knobby that you're wobbling around? Do you want to have something and not have to sit down? 'Cause your knees are knobbly. We got the thing for you. Knobby knees. Knobby knees. Knobby knees. Knobby knees.
My knees are so knobby 'cause I am so old. I need my knees to be less knobby, please. Knobby knees. Knobby knees. Knobby knees. Knobby knees. Link in description or whatever to buy.
You all know what knobby knees are.
It's an ointment to make your knees less knobby. Yeah. That's what we're selling. So.
You cross.
Or does it make our knees more knobby?
It's less knobby.
Are you sure?
I don't remember.
Let me check my email.
I was gonna say just.
All right, I just checked my email. It said they make your knees more knobby.
That's what anyone would want anyway.
We're selling knobby knees. That's what we're selling to. So if you have regular knees, they can be knobby.
They can be knobby.
Link in description.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
So you cross the bridge barely by the skin of your teeth. As soon as you cross,
whole thing
down into the ravine. Barely made it. We're now on opposite sides of the ravine and we're yelling at each other. And you're like,
Maggie!
I'm like, no!
Maggie, I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Wait, were you first going to say go on without me?
I was going to just say go on without me.
I could never leave you behind. I have an idea.
Okay.
If you back up. Wait, Maggie. Have you ever done long jump in track?
Really funny you mentioned that. I was the long jump state championship my junior year.
And my junior year, I played catch with my father. And we measured the ravine as we crossed it 60 meters across. Maggie, if I remember correctly, you can jump 33 meters. And
that's a little farther.
Oh, you can only do 30. But I was thinking.
Oh, you have a plan.
I have the splash generation potion.
Nice.
Oh, we're still yelling, by the way. We're across the ravine. We're not talking normal.
All the way far this way. Yeah.
I'll throw the potion. And you'll jump. and you'll meet in the middle, and when you fall and get hurt, you'll regenerate and be okay.
Will I regenerate in the air? I don't really know how that works.
It takes a second. I think you have like 30...
We'll figure it out. I'll just jump.
I think you have like 30 seconds of regeneration. I played Minecraft.
Yeah, so, but then, yeah.
Then you could just take the steps up.
Oh, yeah, we forgot about the steps that they have at the bottom of the ravine. Natural steps, of course.
Natural steps, just on the one side.
Yeah.
So we couldn't like jump down and then take the steps up, but you could.
Yeah. I did, in fact. I jumped long jumped into the middle of a ravine, with a large branch.
And I go, hoo-yah! That's the noise I made while I threw.
Went,
and it hit you right on the chest. Oh, sorry.
And I was like, wow, I feel so regenerated right now. Mm-hmm. And then I fell to the bottom of the ravine.
I saw your facial expression. We made eye contact. And in the twinkle of your eyes, I heard you say, twinkly, you go, I feel so regenerated.
I feel so regenerated. That's what my eyes were saying.
Yeah, your eyes were singing to me.
Yeah.
I feel so regenerated.
Then I fell to my demise. Would have been immediate death. Luckily, regenerated. Mm-hmm. I took the stairs up.
Did you get bit at all by the crocs?
I mean, yeah.
A little?
A little.
You regenerated
real quickly.
It was like a level 3 regeneration potion or something. Shout out to God for that one, for real. Like, he's a real one.
He's a real one. We really needed it. We really did.
So you took the steps up. You're quite tired, but I'm eager to move on.
Yeah, we continued.
I checked the map while you were going up the steps, and I'm like, we have to go, breaking news, north still.
So we went more north, and the last thing on the map was just this big puff of smoke, so it was very mysterious. We didn't know where we were headed. We get there, and what do we stumble upon on this single pedestal in this clearing with natural sunlight on it? But this. So naturally, I walk up to it, and I go.
Describe for our audio listeners. Also do a little bit of ASMR, please. Describe to our ASMR listeners or audio listeners what you're holding right now.
I am holding a large,
like an indigo glass, like
vase. Could also be an oil lamp.
Yeah,
in this case,
no, giving major oil lamp vibes.
Yeah, for sure, giving major lamp vibes.
Yeah.
So I went up to it.
And I remembered. You remembered the passage of the New Testament?
Yes.
That says, if thou come across a lamp...
In a natural clearing.
With smoke and stuff like that, do rub lamp.
Thou shalt rub
the lamp. Sorry, I misquoted the Bible on that one. Thou shalt rub the lamp. It might have a genie. And genies are dope.
Yeah.
That's the quote. That's
the direct quote.
Corinthians 11 and a half.
Sure. I don't even know that's... Anyway, rubbed it up. Did some of that to the lamp.
Love.
Out pops out big old genie. And who... who is it?
But... Ron the genie. And Ron the genie says to us...
Hey.
He says...
he says,
hey... I'm Ron the genie, and I'll grant you 2 wishes. 'Cause I don't feel like doing all 3. That's what he said.
That's what he said. We were
I'm Ron the genie, I'll grant you 2 wishes. 'Cause I don't feel like doing all 3.
And we were like, Ron...
really convenient.
We actually probably only really need the one.
Nice to meet you. Honestly, save your second wish for yourself. Like, buy yourself something nice.
Maybe, be free and all of that, like, genie stuff.
I forgot that genies, like, wish that they could be free.
Yeah, so...
Except they can't actually wish because they can't grant their own wishes.
Yeah.
But...
We were like, feeling, like, kind of generous. We didn't really need it. We didn't feel like we needed it that much. We were like... Ron, you know what? If you would just get us to the end of this map to wherever God sent us, and then the other wish, you can just be free. And he was like,
He cried. He was like, oh my god, I'm Ron the Genie. This is so sweet. I'm Ron the Genie. I'm really
Ron.
So emotional.
Yeah, he was really grateful.
I'm so grateful. I'm so Ron the Genie. I'm totally gonna grant you 2 wishes. I don't feel like doing all 3.
Yeah.
This means a lot to me, you guys.
He was really grateful
we
and
go,
such.
all right.
Nice
Genie.
to have an in with a past Genie, an ex Genie.
Yeah. We're good friends with him now. We like text sometimes. So we go, hey Ron, wish number 1, can you fast track us towards
we love
the
fast
treasure.
tracking.
We love fast track. And he goes, okay, here's the path. It'll get you there in 2 minutes. So we go, hey Ron the Genie, it's us, Maggie and Noel from The Legend Has a Podcast. You can follow us on Spotify.
He's like, oh, yeah.
He's like, oh, big fan. And we were like, we love your stuff. We were wondering if first wish, you could just fast track us to the treasure from this treasure map. He's like, I know that treasure. This way's fastest. You'll be there in 2 minutes. It's like one of those clearings, like the leaves open up and you're like, oh, a path. Cool. And then we go, wish number 2, we want you to be free. And that's our wish, and he was like really grateful and stuff.
It was really nice, honestly. I feel like a good person. I love feeling like a good person.
We're so going to heaven for freeing Ron the Genie.
Yeah.
He's so free. He's Ron the Free Genie now.
He's just Ron the Free.
That's beautiful.
I know, right?
Ron the Free. We should write a song about Ron.
Yeah.
Fast track to the treasure,
yeah.
And we actually picked it up to a light jog. We got there in 1:45 seconds instead of 2 minutes. And then it was, what was it, a bunch of treasure? Or?
Well, it turned out it was just like a lot of biblical references.
What references?
Biblical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so God gave us the New Testament, and we got there, and the treasure in the end was like the journey and
the what?
The journey.
Oh.
And the friends you make along the way. So we were like, well, thank God we met Ron the Genie. I'm sorry, Ron the Free.
Yeah. Ron's free right now.
Also, like, there's crocodiles, I guess. But like, literally, the only thing we found was just like a letter that was like, read the New Testament. That's the real treasure. Maybe I'll see you in heaven one day. XOXO God.
I think the treasure is we're like one-way ticket to heaven. Like, we're for sure going to heaven.
It's kind of nice. It's kind of a cool thing.
Also, Ron is such a treasure. Like, I can't wait to get brunch with him on Friday.
I know.
Which is tomorrow because today's a Thursday.
Yes, that's true.
And that's our story. That happened this morning.
Yeah.
I'm Noel Doherty.
I'm Maggie Elder.
This is The Legend Has It podcast. We're on major streaming platforms, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You should subscribe to our YouTube.
If you hit that bell, maybe you'll get a one-way ticket to heaven. We can't promise anything.
You know what?
We're not the Catholic Church.
I'll allow it. I promise you'll go to heaven.
Wasn't that like a problem?
If you subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Indulgences. Was that what the word was? They used to pay to get to heaven. The church was like, pay us and you'll get straight to heaven.
Yeah, totally.
And people fell for that.
I kind of feel like they still do.
You're right.
I mean, you're supposed to pay.
Yeah.
When you go to church.
You're supposed to support.
And then it's like, oh, I go to church a bunch. I'm going to heaven.
Or you could just
be good.
You could just subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Or way easier than going to church and stuff, literally just subscribe to our YouTube.
Slay.
There once was a genie named Ron, and he was a genie.
His name was Ron, and he was also a genie. And then one day we came across this genie named Ron.
He was like, I'll grant you 2 wishes. I don't feel like doing all 3. But if you could use your second one to free me, I'm forever grateful.
I'm Ron the Genie, but now I'm Ron the Free. And every day I say I won't do all 3.
It's so loud.
I will never do all 3. I only do 2, because that's all I want to do. And if you do 3, then you should use one on me. But then we did, now I'm free. Ron the Free. Ron the Free. No longer Ron the Genie. Ron the Free. No longer Ron the Genie.
Ron the Free.
We sang this to him.
We sang this to him on the spot.